this is the most efficient way, and if you get good at it, it's also the most effective and a very safe way to deploy 24, 28-foot extension. In our world of ever-decreasing resources, the ability to put two people on a ground ladder is not always as feasible. It's not always as effective, right? And I'll argue that I can throw this faster than any of you guys can get it up to, right? Because I don't have to coordinate it, I don't have to communicate, okay? I'm selecting my own ground conditions, I'm looking at my own roof line, I'm selecting my own window, and I don't have to communicate that back, right? So I'm moving with a little bit more autonomy. Just some basic terminology really quick, and if you guys use anything different, please let me know, okay? We're looking at a 24-foot extension ladder. It's a pretty standard NFPA weapon. We call this the tip of the ladder, okay? These are gonna be rungs today. This is the fly section, this is the bed section. We've got a halyard and our pulley. Moving on down. These are our dogs. Guys, today these are the most important features. Oh, we got everybody over here. These are the most important features for our ladder today, okay? Please ensure that these are locked, okay? We're gonna go through what we call setting the ladder. The ladder has a tendency to bounce during that time, okay? And we set these, and we're gonna move, as we move down, we call these butt spurs and the butt end of this ladder, okay? When these dogs when the butt spurs get set, sometimes the ladder has a tendency to bounce, and we want to make sure that at least one hasn't bounced out. Sometimes two bounce out, sometimes one bounces out. We usually know when both dogs bounce free because the ladder comes sliding down. If that happens, please do not try and catch it today, okay? Just throw it against the building. When you lift the ladder, try and save your back a little bit, right? We all know people, you may have experienced the back injury yourself throughout your career. We definitely all know people. Pretty young in my fire service career. I've already had 2 back injuries. Save your back over the course of your career, okay? When Eric's gonna lift this ladder, he's he's starting down here, he's starting in a pretty good neutral position. He's gonna drive with his leg and he's gonna do like a lawnmower rip with his arm, and he's gonna catch the ladder on the beams. Go ahead, Eric. And when he catches it, his thumbs are gonna go to the inside of the beams, okay? Anybody know how many rungs are on a bedded length of a 24-foot extension ladder? We got 12 rungs here, okay? This is a bedded length of 14 feet, okay? There's about 14 inches in between rungs, or just about a foot in between rungs. We got a little bit of space at the tip, a little bit of space at the butt end, okay? So that's so we got 12 rungs. What makes that important? Where's my midpoint gonna be? 6. So this ladder isn't marked, okay? And not all ladders are, all right? You go on scene, you're assigned grit or whatever, we're throwing secondary, we got ladders on the ground, we're gonna get up to windows. Quick, easy method of finding that balance point, count 6, all right? So he's gonna count it out. 1, 4, 5, 6. He's at 6, he's somewhere close to his balance point, right? When he gets here, he's going to let that ladder tilt towards the beam. He's right-handed, so he's going to allow it to go that way, and he's going to dip and allow it to pendulum onto his shoulder, okay? You do it a little bit quicker, and it'll actually just drop right on. Just a little bit of a squat, and it'll sit right on your shoulder, okay? Again, we're trying to not put any stress on ourselves. If you guys have seen the flip methods and things of that nature, those are fine if you like using them. I try not to put any more strain on my muscles or my joints than I need to. All right, so as he's doing this, he's sizing up his building. He's gonna walk in, he's gonna continue his momentum into the center. As you notice, he was kind of like a pole vaulter there, right? You didn't see him again. He's not doing a super muscle right now. He allowed that butt spur to hit the ground, twist, and now he's in position to raise his ladder. His eyes are on the prize, they're right on his target. He's ready to, he's got a good view of what he's trying to raise his ladder to, okay? Notice where his feet go. This foot, and if you want to get a better look at it and you need to walk around, please do it. This foot is wrapped around the bottom butt spur here. Do you see that? His shin and knee are on the opposite side of the ladder. That's opposing forces, right? He's able to balance that ladder out a lot better, okay? His foot kicks back, he's in a good athletic position. He's like a boxer ready to take a punch, okay? Notice where his arms and elbows go. They go to the beams of the ladder. His hands are on the halyard. The reason is, we work out in Las Vegas, get a lot of wind. I'm sure you guys get your fair share of wind where you live, but out in the desert it whips through, right? We got to throw ladders in the wind. You guys do too. If the wind blows against him, pulls that right back in with the halyard. He's got his arms there to keep it straight. Wind blows towards him, he's right there to keep that ladder up, right? He's able to, again, it's an opposing forces thing, right? He's able to bring the ladder in towards him. He's able to keep it away from him. He's got his leg locked there, so it's not going back and forth either, okay? And now he's got his eyes on his target. He's able to raise his halyard and raise the fly sight. Okay? So he's guessing about 3 rungs to his window target here. Again, we're not throwing to the real windows. We're throwing to our duct tape window today. Okay? So he's right about at the sill. If he's going to rotate this ladder, he's going to tie off his halyard first. Okay? Fly in, fly out. Everybody heard that discussion before? So right now we have our fly in. This is a duo safety ladder. Duo safety says that they recommend that the fly always be out. But they do that based on a 4% increase in safety. They don't really quantify that very well. I've got the letter if you want to read it from duo safety. It says with the fly in, there's a 4% decrease in safety. I'm not too worried about 4%. However, you still want to do a ladder. You might be anticipating a rescue here, right? Look at the bed section of my ladder. What are the beams doing on that bed section right now? They're hanging up over the top a little bit from the fly. Does that make sense? You bring down that victim, it's a potential hang-up. So if I can give you a distraction from that, that might be it. Okay, so he tied off his halyard. Now it doesn't get caught in his butt spur or his foot or anything. He's ready to rotate the ladder, fly out. He rotates the ladder, fly out. Now he's ready to adjust his ladder and he's going to set his butt spurs. When he sets his butt spurs, he's going about 5 rungs up. He's going about 2 rungs up. He's got one hand up, one hand down, and he's got his body in nice and tight. Again, he's not bent over here, right? He's in tight. He's using his legs to lift and drive that ladder. Go ahead, Logan. You notice what he did beforehand also, right? He's looking for his sill. We're doing this for a rescue. We want to be just below the windowsill. Where were his eyes when he lifted that ladder up? Right up top, right? He did this move. And then he's ready to set those butt spurs. He's going to try and drive them. All right? We're going to set them into the ground. This is asphalt. It's softer than concrete, right? A good hot Georgia day, certainly a day in Las Vegas when we get up to 120 almost, I'm setting that butt spur almost full depth in my asphalt. Concrete's never going to give like that. That's a ground condition selection, right? That's our building size up, okay? We also have softer conditions and softer ground features like grass or dirt, something along those lines that we can set butt spurs on. When we take down a ladder, when is that usually going to happen in the incident? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. So if we're going to butt this ladder, he tried to drive his butt spurs and self-butt this ladder, but if I am going to butt it, I butt it from the front. Okay, if I have people going up and down the ladder, I can stand to the side here. If you've ever seen the redneck test on YouTube, they drive a four-wheeler, a guy's got his foot butting it, and he can hold more weight somehow from the front than he can the back. I don't know how much validation you put into that, but I've never seen this fail either, okay? I like butting from the front, mostly because, again, where are my eyes right now? I'm looking up. I'm looking at my windows. I'm almost a safety officer from this position, right? My crew just went in this window to do a vent inner search, and I have a window auto vent over here. Is that important information to relay? Absolutely. If Logie's butting from the back of this ladder, where's he looking? He's got the engineer party going out in the parking lot, right? That's his only view, okay? Has anybody ever done this in rookie school before? You butt from behind and all of a sudden you go to your happy place? You kind of just, right? Somebody comes bailing out of that window. Would you be ready if you're in that happy place? Absolutely not. From here you're engaged. You're anticipating things, okay? So we like butting from the front of the ladder as much as we can. If that window shatters, where's the fall line for some of that plate glass? It's right below where he's standing, right? I drop my tool, my chainsaw, my whatever. His potential of getting hit with one of those is much greater, right? So instead of being an anchor, be an asset on the fire ground. Stand on the front, okay? All right, now back to my original question. If we're going to take down ladders, when is that usually happening in the incident? Beginning or the end? The end of the incident. It's over, right? So let's not get hurt at the end of the incident, right? We don't have to hurry nearly as much. I know we want to get back to the station and have that biscuit that's been sitting out forever, right? But we'll go ahead and we'll take this down with 2 people, right? And we'll do it properly. Yeah. And we want to untie it first. When we untie it, we can just leave it like this, and that way when Logie steps forward, he's not gonna get his foot in it. It's a little trick to try and keep the halyard out of your way. Alright? We come here. Again, both of us are gonna lock our feet. One hand high, one hand low. This is what Henderson Fire, who's our good friends here from Henderson Fire, they call this the big X. Okay? And you can kind of see our hands are making that big X. You know those opposing forces we talked about? We're playing those right now. We got one hand high, one hand low, each of us, and now we've got opposing forces firing on us, right? We've got better control over this ladder, all right? Logie can now transition. We'll spin the ladder. He'll put his foot on the inside of the beam. I'll walk it on down. We'll go back to the 3-point carry. I don't believe people rise to the occasion. I think you fall to the base level of your training. So make this muscle memory so at 3 a.m. when you pull up and you're wiping the sleep out of your eyes and somebody screams, "My baby's in there," and your adrenaline spikes, you're capable of doing these maneuvers. Does that make sense? All right, guys, you guys did an awesome job. Thanks for the great attitude.